welcome to the Free Cheese, episode 188. I'm your Joe Dix, joined tonight by Matt Sellner.
Hello.
The Free Cheese, a weekly video game podcast about video games, brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. How's Matt doing tonight?
We're doing good. A little tired.
Yeah, me too.
It's the hour.
You think it's the loss of an hour?
That and the fact that I've been staying up watching hockey games late because the Capitals are on the West Coast and the games don't start till 10:30.
Right, because you've been doing these early shifts.
Yep.
But you're still staying up until, what?
1:30.
Great job. Yep.
I'm waking up at 5:40, you know.
Jesus Christ. Nope, no thanks.
It's good times, though.
Yeah.
You know, both games I stay up to watch. Losses, of course.
So, totally worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasting my time.
Yeah. We're not with Mark this week. It is a two-man show for the night. He'll be back next week. How's everything else? I don't know. Hockey seems like it sucks, apparently.
Yeah, I'm on a 3-game losing skid right now. That's not fun, but
Sleepy.
yeah, they'll wake up in time for the playoffs, and I'll grow my luscious beard as I do every year. This happens. It will be Joe's length in 2 weeks. Sure. I just don't let it grow.
Yeah, you don't want to show anybody up. God forbid.
Yeah, and then I know I feel like I had all this free time at the beginning of the week to play kind of whatever I wanted, and then Wednesday night happened. I really didn't play anything until late Thursday night. No, not even Thursday night. It was Friday night that I played something. But yeah, it's been good stuff though.
I spent a good chunk of the week playing Zelda. Because Katie was out of town the whole weekend.
That's right.
Last weekend. Then she was out of town Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So it gave me some time. But
yeah, ever since I got to a certain part in Zelda, I haven't played it in 4 days. That means also I haven't turned on my Switch in 4 days because that's the only thing to play on the Switch.
Lies. Because I beat Shovel Knight last night.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and there's very much a good thing to play there. We'll talk more about that later. Yeah, I don't know. I got my car up and running.
Oh, that's right.
Done, which is nice.
Got all the tags. We are legal.
Are you
ready to race for pink slips yet?
Oh yeah, I already did.
Oh
yeah, I got another car.
I didn't see the third car. Where's it at?
I sold it.
Oh
yeah,
straight cash.
Exactly. I bought some cardboard. That's what I needed.
It was very expensive cardboard or a very bad car.
Yeah, well, I burned the cardboard.
Got it.
Yeah, that's what you got to do sometimes. You got to buy it, you got to burn it. That's what they say. Yeah. I don't remember much else. I watched a movie called Wiener Dog.
Oh, that was something. I saw a movie too this weekend.
What'd you see?
I saw Kong, Skull Island.
Was it good?
Fine movie.
How was the good man?
Mr. Kong?
Yeah. No, Mr. Goodman. Not.
Oh, it's right, John Goodman. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know he looks like King Kong, but no, I'm talking
a
about
little bit.
Yeah.
There's that shot of him comparing his hand. It's in a trailer.
Oh my God.
He's comparing his hand to like an imprint on a mountain from King Kong. It's pretty awesome. Very good. He was probably. His character and Samuel L. Jackson's character were probably like the two human characters worth like being emotionally invested into. But no, you go to see King Kong obviously, and King Kong does not disappoint.
So is this a follow-up to any of them, or is this brand new?
This is brand new.
Continuity-wise.
This is brand new continuity-wise.
Okay.
But
this is going to lead into
the MonsterVerse the studio Legendary is developing.
Yeah. So we're going to see the next movie is going to be Godzilla and King Kong beating the shit out of each other, right?
Not yet. They tease.
Oh, right. Godzilla 2 is going to be Mothra?
So there's a post-credits sequence that ties into this whole MonsterVerse kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And it's pictures there because this is taking place in the 70s, of course, King Kong.
Oh, Skull Island?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It makes sense with the story. And then there's a little post-credit sequence. I won't dive into too much because of spoilers, but they show these images. They're pretty much saying, oh, there's these other monsters out there. And they show a picture of King Kong. They show a picture of the other, I don't remember their names, the other his main nemesis from these other movies he started and faced off against them. And he's like, we're gonna try and find him, and then cut to black. Yeah, I was gonna say in credits, but it was after the credits.
Right. No.
So yeah, big MonsterVerse is coming. I'm hyped.
Yeah, I knew that was something they were doing. Cause did you see that the Godzilla movie from 2014?
I have not.
That was the one. Did you ever see Monsters?
No.
So there's a man named Gareth Edwards. I may or may not be right about that name. He did a movie called Monsters, which is super cool. It's on most streaming things, so you can track it down. It's almost like Resident Evil 4, where it's just a dude who's trying to navigate bullshit and get a lady back to safety. Like, it's that story. Right.
With, you have to, like, hold her hand the entire time, and she's whiny.
She's a little independent. She's not so much like Ashley from...
Oh, okay.
But, and he's not at all like Leon. But, that kind of thing.
Leon!
That movie was just really cool, like a good sense of scale.
Okay.
And then you kind of learn after the fact when you dive way deep into...
the lore.
Well, just behind the making of the movie. And like, they shot that movie on a super low budget, and the guy made the monsters like in After Effects.
Those are the best movies, the low budget ones.
But it looked better than any of the shit that was coming out at the time. I think that was like 2010 maybe, or 11, somewhere around there. And yeah, super cool. He ended up doing Godzilla, the 2014 Godzilla, which I watched, and it was pretty good. I don't think I hated it. I like caught it randomly on, I don't know, HBO or something.
I haven't watched it yet. I know what happens because of one of my favorite speed runs in the world. One of the parts of it spoils it, but it is so worth it to watch the rest of the run.
Yeah. And then that guy later, the same director, went on and did a movie that people seem to like called Rogue One.
Oh, okay. I didn't see Rogue One.
I don't care.
I do.
You care enough to go see it. See?
I'll see it eventually.
Fuck Star Wars.
No.
You heard it here first. Exclusive. Yeah, Wiener Dog was something. It was good. You ever seen a movie by the man named Todd Solondz?
No, that sounds familiar. Tell me about this gentleman.
Let's see if I can pull up his...
I was Googling him.
I'm not familiar with the term.
So it's if you go to google.com, there's a search engine that beats the best of the best.
Not familiar with that one either. So, dude, he does a lot of just like, they're really good, funny movies, but they always have like weird darkness to them. So he did Welcome to the Dollhouse, Happiness, which was his next, like, that's the one that I think is probably more well known.
I would say that's the one I've heard of.
Yeah. That's the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Happiness is real fucked up. Like, let's see. Do they have a basic plot summary? I don't think they do.
I don't think you have a TLDR.
There's all kinds. Like, that movie has Philip Seymour Hoffman calling women from the phone book and breathing into the phone while he jerks off. And he has a cum wall that he just kind of jerks off onto.
Is it the same wall we were at Mark Game?
It is the same one. Meanwhile, you have another guy who's a dentist, and he encourages his son to invite his friends over so that he can slip drugs in their food. And
perfect.
Yep, it's that. But somehow the movie's hilarious. The whole time you're kind of back and forth between like and just cracking up laughing because of like
the best.
Also like how awkward it is, but also just how it's very good. But this one was, of the films of his I've seen, like, Katie's obsessed with him and his scene and loves every single one of them. Of the ones I've seen, Wiener Dog is the tamer of the stories.
I mean, I think anything can be tamer than what you just talked about.
Yeah. But it still has its things.
Its things, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Wiener Dog is about a wiener dog who gets passed around from family to family. So it starts off and it's like a little boy, and he gets a dog, and they're like, yeah, it'll be great for the kid, and he'll be able to learn how to take care of a dog and whatever. They leave the kid with the dog for a morning while they go to yoga or some shit, and he gives it granola, which is not good, and yeah, they get rid of the dog because it decorated their house for them. Yeah, a lot. And it just gets passed around, and there's all these like, little faces that keep popping up. And like I saw before we started it that Kieran Culkin was in it.
Okay.
Macaulay's brother, one of the good Culkins. Is there a bad one? I think not. So you kind of knew that, but then like there were a couple faces, and I won't say who, but I was like, oh shit, yeah,
that's good.
That was good. Yeah, it was good. I liked Wiener Dog quite a bit. I don't remember much else of the week.
No, it's Thursday and Wednesday night. Well, yeah, busy Wednesday night, and then Thursday and Friday were just blurs because I was so tired. Yeah, because of all the bad mistakes I was making.
Yeah.
It
got very cold here too, which is not fun. Although Friday worked out fucking great, because let me tell you the great thing about having a car. I don't know if you know this.
Oh, okay.
I got my hair cut Friday.
I noticed.
I went to the store Friday. I got new contact lenses Friday.
Oh, okay.
I took an hour-long drive coming home just 'cause.
You can.
Yeah.
You get the 4 wheels now.
You're
a man of the road.
It was so good. Like the little things you kind of miss and forget. Like
you're ready for the Mad Max apocalypse now.
Yeah, it was very weird going grocery shopping because in the last year not having a car, going grocery shopping means that you don't buy 1 box of Cheez-Its. You got to buy 3 because you don't know when the fuck you're getting back out and getting Cheez-Its. And even worse, you know that when you run out of Cheez-Its, you're going to have to walk to the store to get them.
Yeah.
Or beg someone to dump you off there. Can't do that. You got to buy like 7 cases of ginger ale because you're not going to be able to get it.
You don't know.
It's very weird, like walking around. I'm like, oh, yeah, grab the cheese. I could just get 1 box of Cheez-Its.
Just take the motion of the arm just knocking off everything off the shelf.
Yeah, it was like I got halfway through my Target journey and I realized that I had been carrying a hand basket instead of pushing a cart. I was like, and I walked out and it was $40 and not $170.
Oh my God.
I was like, yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
It's good. It's very good. I like having a car.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
'Cause I do.
Yeah,
Must
I don't know.
Commute to work.
It's one of those things like I don't know. I don't know. You just kind of you get this weird perspective after a while. Maybe that's what it was. Life needed me to learn that because I've been driving since the day I turned 16. Well, I guess the day and a month.
So you should have more miles than me because of all the pizza delivery you have.
Yeah, like my car's speedometer doesn't work.
Oh, yes.
But that's not a problem because you just kind of know after a while. Like
all right, the car you have now, the speedometer. Yes. So does it not move? Does it?
Correct.
Because I was going to say like my speedometer's off. Like once you hit like 20, it loses track of where it's at by like 5 miles per hour. I know that by like riding and GPSing at the same time. My father helped me out with that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And so yeah, I know that. So if I'm going 70 on the speedometer, I know I'm going 65, and everything's fine.
Makes sense.
Yours doesn't work at all. Okay.
Right. What I've got is the needle sits right at 0, and when you step on the gas, the needle sits right at 0.
Got it.
Yeah.
Or you park.
Or
you drive.
In drive.
Okay. So
D4.
you're going forward.
Oh yeah.
D4.
Yeah. But delivering pizzas for, half of a decade, you just get kind of used to what speeds you should be at, and kind of like, I don't know. And especially because I was delivering in this area anyway, you kind of just know all the roads. And it's like, oh yeah, I need to be going about this fast on this road. Like it all works out in the end.
There's lines pass per hour now.
Right. Yeah. That's all that matters. And really, my commute is like a fucking mile or less.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just over. Who cares? Doesn't matter.
I don't think it's a mile. I think it's
not bad.
I think it's just south of a mile.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. I like having a car. It's a good.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, It's a good thing. My contacts will be here this week because I went there. And
I need to go to the eye doctor.
I went in September. I don't even know how I went because
you didn't have a car.
I think my brother must have been out of town, and I got his car for like 2 days. Mm-hmm. Scheduled an eye doctor appointment. Went over, got my eyes checked, and they gave me a temporary pair of contacts. Then like a trial pair.
Yeah.
And then you order the boxes. Well, I didn't order the boxes because they were like $200, and I went bye, which didn't make sense because I didn't know why my insurance didn't kick in. And I was like, okay, I'll figure this out whenever. And then months go, and then you realize you're wearing the same pair they gave you 6 months ago. And
these are the ones you change out like after like 3 to 5 weeks. Oh, okay.
2 months.
Still
2 month rotation. But yeah, it just this week, like kind of sitting on the couch, like this is the most hour by hour that I've played video games probably since Game of the Year stuff. Mm-hmm. Just because now I finally have something to just lose myself in. And yeah, my eyes are burning. And usually like...
Sure they are.
Usually like by the time I hit lunch at work, I'm like, oh, this sucks. Yeah. So I knew I had to go. Car, drive, give me contacts. And it was easy. Turned out, insurance is totally dope. I don't know what the fuck they did back in September, but it was covered totally. I had to pay 60 cents. Which I didn't have, because who the fuck carries change? I'm not a peasant. Handed them my credit card to pay for the 60-cent thing. And they were like, wait, just stop. And just reached in their pocket and pulled 60 cents. I was like, okay, that's great. Thanks.
60 cents.
60 cents.
You can't even square cash 60 cents to anyone. It has to be $1, I think.
Yeah, I know. I was like, just run my card. I feel bad. And they're like, no, not going to run a card. It'll cost us more in fees to run a card than it would just to take it out of our pocket. I was like, all right, thank you. Appreciate it.
60 cents. That's great. Yeah, I need to get new contacts. Boating season's coming up.
Who?
Boating season.
Boating, yeah. Can't wear glasses on a boat.
Nah, no, not suggested. Never lost a pair, thank God, but I just see the writing on the wall when I do that.
Well, if you're diving in, you're going to take them off.
Yeah, so, but still. I like wear my sunglasses.
Yeah. You want contacts.
Yeah. And athletic things, too, I need it for.
Yeah, you can't wear no. But I want new glasses. The glasses I have suck, and I've had them for way too long. But I didn't want to go get glasses and have them accidentally use my... Because I only get, you get free glasses or free contacts, one or the other. I didn't want the glasses to accidentally get kicked in. I wanted to pay for the glasses out of pocket.
My glasses.
But now I can do that. So now, as soon as the contacts show up, and I save a little bit more money because things happened.
Yeah.
The Switch, a car. Today, middle of the day, look at my phone. There's a notification. Thank you for your payment. Oh, fuck you, Amazon. Like, shit. There's another one coming up. No. I just had PlayStation Plus renew last month, so yeah.
That's coming up. I think that's in June for me.
Yeah. But I just what did I do? Oh, and I gave Katie money for the thing. Tickets, Puerto Rico.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's happening.
When's that?
May.
All right.
It's like right when Injustice 2 comes out.
Perfect.
That's how I gauge all of my time is video game release dates.
As long as you're back before E3. It's going to be a doozy.
Yeah, we were going to do, so she wanted to go to Cuba. Did I talk about that on the podcast?
I don't know if you talked about it on the podcast. I know the story, though.
Yeah, she wanted to go to Cuba real bad. And I was like, that sounds shitty as fuck. That does not sound like a good time. And she said, no, it's great. Everyone goes. And I was like, name 2 people who have gone. Name one person who's gone.
That's not Fidel Castro.
Right. And she's like, no, it's fine. Everybody goes. You just have to tell them that you're going for educational purposes. And I was like, that seems like some weird bullshit.
Yeah, to try to Cuban cigars legally, you gotta know what it's like.
Goddamn, yeah. Tell an old man, you'll buy his ham and throw. Like, no, we're not. This is not how this works. This is no tricks, no riddles. Not gonna, no. And I was like, this doesn't seem like a good idea. We should find another place. And she said, well, where do you want to go? And I said, Japan. And she said, that's $2,000 one way. And I said, yes, I know. But that's if you're asking where I want to go, that's where I want to go.
Money's not an object.
Right. She's like, I just want to go to a beach. And I was like, then let's drive 3 hours south. Just,
oh, God.
Boom. Again.
Oh, south, not east. Okay.
I'm talking about Ocean City, Maryland. Let's just go right.
Oh,
right. Yeah. And she's like, no,
No.
I want to go to a fucking beach, but also whatever. So like, okay.
I should say it's a fine beach if you're a peasant and you're a teenager.
Trash. Yeah.
I go every year.
I do too. I know. I know. But you don't need no one. We have not been on a
year for a week.
We haven't been on a vacation together in the 5.5 years we've been together.
I've become a real asshole down there.
That's what you're supposed to do. You buy pink hoodies. Who cares?
Not that.
Right.
Yeah, not there yet.
So I was like, Cuba just doesn't seem like a good idea. She's like, it's fine. I talked to a friend, and their friend went, and they just had to say that they went for education, and it was fine. I was like, okay, great. Speaking of fines, I looked it up. If you're caught in your lie, which I'm a great liar. I can bluff about anything. However, if for some reason somebody goes, come here, talk to us. Show us some proof. Where's the proof that you were down here for educational purposes? If you don't have that proof, $7,500 is the fine you each get. As soon as I told her
you could went to Japan a couple times.
Right. As soon as I told her that, she's like, yep, cool, Puerto Rico sounds great. yeah, I bet it does.
That's considered America to an extent.
Yeah, I don't have to get a passport, which is nice. Saves me another $150.
It's nice. I don't have a passport either. I need one.
You don't need one. Well, you do for when we go to Japan.
Oh, yeah.
As the free... Could we? There's no way. You still have to pay for flight.
What, TGS?
Yeah, exactly. You can probably get in for free.
Let's start small. Let's think Paxies. I know they just passed, but...
Yeah, true.
Let's think small, and then we'll grow.
Mm-hmm.
PSX, of course. That would be a natural.
We ought to try and do that this year.
I would love to. Got a
say,
shitty time for our job. It's my job, but
okay, we'll be all right. Yeah. So I'm doing that, but that ended up being a thing where it was like, hey, we could go for 5 days and it would cost this much, or like if we dropped off a day, it ended up being we saved like $400 by just being there a day shorter. Where like, I think like. I don't know. Every day, like the flights were super cheap. It was like $100 or $150.
Not bad at all.
$150 one way, but like if we had stayed an extra day, coming back, the ticket was like $300, and it was like it like double the cost. It was like let's just nope. Well, we already have off for like a whole week, which is nice because for me, being an asshole, we go down there for 3 days, do the vacation thing, yay, come home, get the whole weekend for Injustice 2.
Great,
easy breezy, beautiful. Cover girl. Speaking of Injustice 2, a little bit of catch up with the website this week. We continued our playthrough of Injustice 1, counting down to Injustice 2. This week we did The Joker Went Up, that chapter. Matt and I are just kind of playing through the story missions, the whole story, because you never played through the story at all.
Correct.
So we played a little bit of that, and we played a lot of that, and we're putting it up in chunks. Joker went up last week. This week is Green Arrow.
Yes, that's right.
He'll go live. And then more to come next week. And we're doing that every Tuesday leading up to
Injustice 2.
Yeah.
What's the subtitle on that one?
I don't know if there is one, because the only thing they've put in their marketing is Injustice 2, Every Battle Defines You. But if that's the subtitle, that's a fucking stupid game name. Like, that's really shitty.
My name is Mayo as a name right now. Just remember that. Right,
but this is...
And you tap a goddamn Mayo jar for a platinum trophy.
I mean, hey, no one told me about that. What else do we have this week on the site? We had 2 Switch videos go up. A little now playing of Shovel Knight, Specter of Torment. Now playing of Super Bomberman R. We played that. What was the other one?
Retro? What?
No, nothing. None of the retro stuff went up yet. But oh boy, are you in for a treat, listener! We have lots of good stuff upcoming that I'm very, very stoked about. Should we talk about any of those now, or wait?
Wait.
All right.
Wait.
We'll let you know as they go up. But there's some good stuff coming. I will say that this week. We have a video of Gokuju Parodius, which is a game that only came out in Japan. It came out in the PAL regions as...
I had no idea. You're looking at me for like an answer, and I don't have one.
I kept saying it over and over when Mark and I recorded it, but I don't remember the name of it. something, whatever it was. But Parodius, if you've never played a Parodius game, is
ridiculous.
Ridiculous, yeah, to say the least. It's by Konami, so they make Gradius. A parody of Gradius is Parodius. It's a side-scrolling shooter. Mm-hmm. However, it's all goofy shit. So you're playing as Kid Dracula, you're playing as waifu, you're playing as an octopus or a penguin or whatever, and you're flying through nightmare circuses and you're fighting giant mermaid ladies,
listening to the U.S. national anthem.
Correct, because why wouldn't you be? It's a goofy fun game, but I really, really like this video because there's like such an element of like surprise and wonder and joy as we're like, what? It's so cool. That cool discovery of things. So that'll be up this week. And then, Matt, you did a little flip side last week.
I did.
As per usual.
Yep. Came a little bit later than I wanted to, but it got out there.
Doesn't matter.
Got it out there.
Yeah, you wrote about Amazon mucking up the Switch launch. That did not stop. Like, I just kept hearing shit.
It's not good.
Bad. Very, very bad.
It's not. I even write. I think it's a little blurb at the end of it. I'm like, I hope everyone has their Switch by now, but I don't think that's the case yet.
Still,
I think there's still a handful out there.
Damn. That's really bad. That's really,
I hope not. I hope
really,
I'm
really
wrong,
bad.
and I'm just misreading gaff stuff. But yeah,
I'm gonna see.
But yeah, and in the delays,
yeah,
we got better announcements. Naughty Dog moving past their Uncharted franchise, and that's sad in a way, but it's also good. It lets them get some freedom to do what they want to do.
Yes. And when was March 6th?
That was last Saturday, wasn't it?
It was Monday.
Oh wait, no, what? Oh god, I'm way off. I'm sorry.
It was Monday.
Yeah, it was definitely a Monday.
At 2:40 p.m. is when someone I follow on Twitter who ordered from Amazon who got their order fucked up got theirs.
Perfect.
It was Monday at 2:40 p.m.
Yeah, and man, you almost ordered. You wanted to. I
dodged a fucking bullet.
You dodged the guarantee of Best Buy, which they did well.
Apparently, people who ordered from Best Buy, pre-ordered for delivery, also got fucked. Kinda. It wasn't as bad as.
See, I heard about the Amazon one, not the Best Buy one.
I heard about the Best Buy one just anecdotally from a few random, but obviously the thing. What do they call it? Amazon story. Yeah. That was the big one.
Yeah.
But yeah, you wrote a little bit about that and how much that sucks because it does. And then Naughty Dog's not going to make Uncharted games anymore.
That's good.
Which, yeah, it's way good.
That's good.
I kind of wished that they hadn't after 3. And I kind of wish that they hadn't done another Last of Us. However, after playing 4, I'm happy that they did. But
4 wrapped, yeah.
I really liked that idea of them. And same thing with Sucker Punch and Infamous. Like, I liked Second Son, but I like the idea of, like, because both of those studios, and Insomniac, no, not really. Insomniac kind of, but they kind of kept Ratchet going. Mm-hmm. But I like the idea of just like, okay, console generation's over, cut, next.
I'm so curious, too, because you see a studio like Guerrilla Games, Killzone, and as like a first-person guy myself, like they never really appeal to me. Mm-hmm. And then here we go. We have Horizon. God damn, that's a fucking phenomenal game. Yeah. And it's totally different, way outside of that genre they've been doing. And like, I talk about like kind of relating that to like what Naughty Dog or what I didn't mention in Argo, but what Sucker Punch could do. Like they could do some sharp ass left turn, do something completely different, but they probably have the caliber to blow it out of the water.
Ew, can you imagine Naughty Dog doing a first-person shooter?
I think I talked about that. Like, yeah, RPG or a first-person shooter. Like,
it'd be weird. It'd be really weird.
It'd be weird, cool. But they know how to tell a story.
Yeah.
And they marry gameplay and storytelling and these epic action sequences so well in the last 5 games they've done.
Yeah. I'm dying to know what Sucker Punch is doing.
We'll find out.
Like, what the fuck?
E3.
You think it comes out this year, this fall? You think it's a big fall release?
Nah, they have a roadmap. I don't know what the order of the releases are going to be, but they don't need it to come out right away.
Yeah, they fucking do.
They got God of War. They got Spider-Man. There's stuff in the pipeline.
God of War is big, but not every... Like, God of War is universally... Maybe not universally. I feel like I hear more people saying, ugh, fuck Kratos, than I do, yeah, God of War.
I think they're going to try to reverse that fuck Kratos. Because I agree, I think Kratos isn't great.
I mean, like, that thing from last year was kind of like, oh, cool. But
yeah, but
I still don't give a fuck.
I seen that gameplay kind of turn my feelings around on God of War just a little bit, but I want to see more of it. I need to see more of the game for me to be like, oh, that's worth $60.
It definitely looks like they were like, oh, we're doing something different, but I'm still not like, I want to play that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, God of War 3, I almost bought it. I played that demo, God, at least 9 times, and like probably played like 3 times in a row at one point.
Yeah.
When it came out on PlayStation 3.
I don't remember.
But I ultimately made the decision. I was like, God of War 3 or MLB The Show.
You made the right choice.
And we all know what path I took.
It's true. I don't know what
there's other stuff too. And I can't think of it. I know you don't like the game. I kind of find it interesting. The Ben game.
Fucking James Franco.
I was about to say Death Stranding. What the fuck's it called? Harley Davidson zombie bikers.
Franco.
I think I just said the name. God. Anyway, that game's coming out.
What is that shitty game?
I can't think of the name of it. And it was on the E3 stage. It was on Sony's stage at E3 twice last year.
I don't remember it at all.
Fuck. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, that game is in the pipeline. They have things where they don't need to rush this guy out. And
yes, they do.
And then when they announce Bloodborne 2, and that's going to come out in February, it's all going to be fine.
I would very much like a Bloodborne 2. I'll take 2. Days Gone.
Days Gone, that's it.
Piece of shit.
Oh my god.
I'm fucking over
That's
it.
going to be the new
so
fucking
over
Horizon thing now. Although I can't stick up for that game like
honestly,
I could with Horizon.
Yeah, because Horizon I'm joking because I know, but this game just seems unredeemable.
Yeah, I'm not sold on it yet.
No.
It looks interesting.
No, it doesn't.
I'll give it that.
It doesn't at all. It looks like something that should have come out 5 years ago.
It'll be fine.
Technically, it might be impressive, but story-wise, like, I'm so fucking... It's just so...
He's a biker boy. His name's Harley. His last name's Davidson.
Oh, God. That did not rub me the right way.
That'd be fine. I didn't like the fact that it started and then ended. No, it didn't start the show. It was towards the beginning of the show, and then again at the end of the show. That was very weird. I think they cut something and had to...
Yeah, they cut Sucker Punch's game.
I think they cut Pro. I think that's what they cut.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're like, this shit's half-baked.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll have another fucking
couple
conference
months later, they were like,
time.
They're like, guys, we left it in. It's still undercooked, but here you go anyway. Eat up.
Mark, read this.
Yeah.
The PlayStation.
Sad Jim Carrey, y'all.
Oh, God.
Matt, why don't we kick it over to a little segment I like to call Now Playing.
It took us 30 minutes to get here.
That's exactly what
it's a video game podcast at the end of the day.
Now Playing is a segment we do every week where we talk about what we've been playing. You've been playing some Horizon Zero Dawn.
I have.
So I hear.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really good?
It's really good.
Tell me about Aloy.
Aloy's just running around kicking ass. I got all these different types of fucking bows now. So many different... Oh.
You have one that shoots 2 arrows at once?
Mm-hmm. I got that trait now. That's actually a trait. I think you can do that with any... I take that back. I think only like the regular bow you can do that with. But yeah, I have the trait to do 2. I believe you can go up to 3 once you get to that trait.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like, you got an electric fucking one. You got an electric arrow, a fire arrow, an ice arrow, an arrow that does this sonic pulse thing to blow off components. It's...
Tell me about Horizon. I'll talk about Zelda soon, but... Yeah.
It's so That's so good.
Anything big since last we talked about it? Different, cool?
No, I can't progress because when I go to progress, I'm like, oh, there's an ancient vessel that uses like some kind of cup or mug with like some cool like art on it about the modern world. So like I'm like, oh, let me go find where that's at.
What does that mean?
Oh, it's just like a collectible, and you can
look at it. Is it like our coffee mugs?
Yeah, something like that. I think some of them are like that. I think some of them are different.
I mean, like, are they like artifacts from our world that you're finding?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So you go around, you're like, oh, that's cool. I'm gonna go find that, and that might take about 5 minutes. And then you keep walking, and there's like an area where there's a metal flower, which is another collectible. I'm like, oh, let me find that in this area. Found it. Okay. Keep walking towards the story point, and then like, oh, well, this person wants me over here. Let me go talk to him. Oh, that's a side quest. Oh, well, that's closer. Let me take care of that. And let me report back to this guy. And all right, back to the story mission. Oh, there's a corruption zone where I can clear out these dinosaurs for, it's a side quest.
Corruption? What are they? Are they like bad government leaders? Or?
Those are machines that are a little bit more powerful because they have
that kind of corruption.
That they have been taken over by that that tribe that attacked the proving. So yeah, they're a little bit harder. They're like kind of like boss arena kind of things, depending on the types of dinosaurs in there, or mechs, I should say, machines. So yeah, go ahead and clear that out, and then go back to the story. Oh, there's something over here. There's a bandit camp. Let me clear out this bandit camp. Yeah, but I'm clearing shit. I'm progressing. My percentage meter's got to be going up. But the story is it's not for me not wanting to see what it is, but
there's just a lot of other
I've talked about this before. I'm the person that clears the map as I go, and it's very hard to get to the next story mission in that game.
Yeah.
If you're like that.
I've had a similar problem with Zelda where like I want to just run around because there's 4 main temples, at least to my understanding. I don't know if there's more than that, but
I have that.
There's all the shrines along the way, and the shrines are going to give you a quarter of a heart each time, or a quarter stamina, whichever you choose to kind of go down that upgrade path with. And like I'm at the end of the 3rd temple, but like there's still so much shit I haven't seen. Mm-hmm. But that's also not necessarily like Zelda's a weird beast. Like the stories. You piece it together as you go. Yeah. Have you come across the memory stuff yet?
No. You're talking about that gentleman where like you kind of like he says, "Hey, go here for." Yeah. I haven't went back. You told me about him. I haven't gone back to see him.
You basically get these 12 pictures. You got the pictures, right?
I don't think I have any of them yet.
You should.
I don't know.
You don't take them. They're like given to you, and it's like, hey, look at this.
Does it just happen as I walk?
I don't remember.
Or, does it magically just kind of appear in the...
It just... it's like a thing. I don't remember.
Because I've never noticed anything anyway.
Do you have the camera?
No.
Maybe it's after the camera. You get the camera pretty early on, but I think after you get the camera, then it's like, hey, here's these 12 locations. If you find them, you'll be able to recall your memory. So you go there and you find the specific place.
I'm on my way to see the guy.
Perfect.
I got sidetracked because I actually stumbled into the dungeon that's in that area.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's where I'm at.
Yeah, you'll find these like little glowing areas, and you step in, you hit the button that says recall, and you kind of just like have a flashback and remember this memory that you once lost. So that's kind of like the backstory is being filled in there and whatever.
That's cool.
But everything's been kind of filled in as you go along. And I keep like second guessing myself in a way where I'm like, am I doing this shit out of order? But like, it really doesn't fucking matter. I have not looked anything up. I've been very good about that. The only time I've like talked about something or asked for help is like talking to other people who I know are playing the game, and I ask for recommendations, but
I'm no help to you. Maybe day one I was, but I'm no more help.
But then like that's kind of it. But I have seen like random screenshots that people have posted, and there was one where I saw something on their screen that was different than what I had in terms of I don't want to say too much, but you get cool shit in the game. And you get it depending on the temple. And I saw that they had completed 2 completely different temples than I had at that point. So I'm like, nope, cool. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Doesn't matter. But I got like all the way to the end of the 3rd one and realized this shit's hard. I'm going to go try and find some other shit, like the final boss of that temple. So I bailed on it, and now I'm like wandering around, but like nothing matters.
Not, it really doesn't.
But you definitely like find yourself getting sidetracked and doing all kinds of shit. So Horizon, I can absolutely see losing yourself.
Yeah, the open worlds, they're like not similar, but you get the sense of accomplishment in different ways. Like Zelda doesn't have the check boxes. Like at least not that I've come across anyway, but like as I'm like exploring and finding all these shrines and stuff, I feel like I'm not checking any boxes, and that's fine. Like I don't need that gratification in that way. You
haven't gone to many towns or areas or anything. The more you do that, the more like so as you wander by people, you'll see.
I mean, I have side quests and stuff.
You get a lot of side quests.
Yeah.
Like I just bought a house, and that was a side quest I got really early on in like the 2nd town, and this guy was like, I'll sell you this for 50,000 rupees. And I was like, oh, go fuck yourself, 50,000 rupees. And he was like, all right, how about 30 bundles of wood and 3,000 rupees? And I was like, well, that's doable, my friend. So then I wander around for a while. And then like after you buy the house, then you can go back to the guy and be like, I need a bed in that house. I need this in that house. And
turns into Animal Crossing.
It totally did. I'm so fucking happy. But like as you're wandering around, like you'll see a speech bubble. And if there's a red exclamation point in that speech bubble.
Yes, I've noticed that.
Right. Yeah. Then you talk to them and you get a side quest. So I've racked up quite a few. And for a while, I just kind of let them sit. Like that house one, I just let sit. There was another one for collecting 10 somethings. And then another guy wanted 7 frogs and whatever. And I just kind of like let them all go. And then one afternoon, I was just like, I need to catch up on all this shit. Like, I didn't really feel like going to the 3rd temple at that point. I didn't really have a good, and I was like, I'm just going to wander, complete some bullshit. I filled out the map finally.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. It's so big.
It's big.
It's
a lot bigger than Horizons.
Really? Horizon seemed pretty big.
Horizons is big, but you can easily like go from one end of the map to the other. It's going to take you a little bit, but you can easily do it like running. Like it'll take a while, definitely, but you can do it. You can do it
in Zelda, but
it's going to take a fucking night.
A while. Yeah. I'm curious. I really want to know like the end of this game.
Zelda?
Horizon.
Oh, Horizon.
Yeah.
I did manage to complete like another like big major story mission.
Yeah.
It's picking up. I'm curious to see.
I want to know the answers to the questions.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely starting to
get it.
Yeah, I'm like figuring out that I'm gonna find out stuff before the end of the game.
Good,
and it's cool.
That's good. I heard that the story does a thing where you kind of like you're like, oh, all right, game's almost over, okay, and then it's like, psych, here's 8 more hours. But it's not a bad thing that it's 8 more hours.
No, that's fine. Give me 8 more hours of this game.
Because they takes it in a turn that's like, here's something cool.
No, it's really cool. I accidentally kind of stumbled across this part of the map, and I was kind of looking at it. There's a couple of them, but like it kind of raised more questions than answers. I got to a corner of a map, and you can just see this giant ass fucking machine that has these huge ass tentacles that like wrap around mountains. And you're like, what the fuck is that? And like you get there, and it's like, oh, you found like oh my God, what do they call it? I forgot what they called it. It was something. It wasn't like a story thing. It was just, hey, you found this, and like you can kind of like manipulate some jumps up some rocks. It's not like, hey, here's the path up to it, but you can make it happen. But once you get up there, you got these remnants of what society is like today, and it's really cool to see. And you see this area that, you know, you can see yourself in, you know, in modern, like today, like me, I could go to a place like this right now in my car. You can too in your car now. But then you just see this big giant ass machine draped around this area, and you're like, what the fuck happened? What happened? Why have we like this? So it's getting really cool. Like I said, I just can't. It's not for me not wanting to do it. It's because of my obsessive clearing disorder.
Mm-hmm.
I need to find all the metal flowers and stuff. But I'm hoping I do that, so when this thing comes, this plot twist that I've heard about this too. That way I can just go through the 8 hours and I don't get sidetracked anymore. Because I'm really thinking at that point I will want to experience the story and I will want to finish this game.
You'll double down.
Yeah, and I kind of need to finish one of these 2 games, and I know it's not going to be Zelda, so because Mass Effect's right around the corner, I can't have 3 massive games like this on my plate. I can't. One of them will fall to the wayside, and I don't want that to happen because it's going to take a little bit for me to get back into that game again if I do that. And unfortunately, Zelda might be that game, so I need to get through Horizon quickly for the sake of Zelda, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully, snow's coming to the area. Might have a snow day from work.
Dude.
So I'm off tomorrow, so that's a day.
Yes.
Tuesday.
Potentially off. I'm going to take a break from our conversation to share the last time we had a snow day where like everything shut down, which it was February. Must have been February 2014.
Okay.
So I was still delivering pizzas at the time. We got a big snow, big enough that we shut down pizza delivery, and we never shut down pizza delivery. Like, they did not give a fuck. They were like, oh, is it terrible? Cool.
Money.
Did the governor say that we're shutting down the roads? Great. Go to work.
Just use the snow emergency roads.
Right. Yeah, great. Thanks. This one was like, nope, stay the fuck home. It was about a week after I bought a Wii U. So I had Pikmin 3.
Ah, okay.
I have this like, I don't really like drink anymore, but at the time, we knew the snow was coming, so we went and got a shit ton of groceries and got a giant bottle of whiskey, because whiskey keeps you warm.
Yep,
as you know.
Yes, it does.
And just spent. It was like I think it was like 2 days where everything was just shut the fuck down. I feel like it was eternally dark outside, or I didn't open the blinds for 2 days, and it was eternally dark. And I just kind of stayed in the living room, going back and forth between Pikmin 3 and watching something. Katie and I were watching something, but it was kind of like we'd watch something on Netflix, and I can't recall what the hell it was. It was some show that we were like obsessed with. We'd watch a bunch of that, drink whiskey, fall asleep, wake up, play Pikmin, whiskey, sleep, Netflix, Pikmin.
Awesome.
It was just a couple of days of that, and it was just like I beat Pikmin in that amount of time. Just loved it.
I was trying to remember where the hell I was at. Why don't I remember this? Because I wasn't in Baltimore. I was in fucking Salisbury living it up.
Yep.
Yeah. Because I remember the snow days now. And yes, I was playing the fuck out of hockey.
Yep, makes sense.
It was hockey. I'm looking at the release dates right now of some of the games that came out. I don't think I was really playing anything else. Just a shit ton of hockey. I'm sure I got something for Christmas that I was kind of still messing around with.
Probably.
But yeah, oh god, lots of hockey in college. Lots of hockey. Call of Duty, especially early, and Battlefield. A lot of that good stuff. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to these days off. I'm hoping I make a big push in Horizon. And then, I don't know, though, another game has stolen my heart, Joe.
What's that?
It was, PlayStation did it again. They found this weird little game to release for free for PlayStation Plus.
Wait, what? Before you do this.
Okay.
No, go.
No. What?
Because I was trying to look this up while we were still talking about Horizon.
Okay. I see the Guerrilla Games logo and the little iPad there.
Do you remember? I was just trying to get the exact quote, and I still fucking can't. I can't find it at all. Do you remember the early days of Horizon when it was just we're working on a new IP.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was rumored to be?
Or
what they came out at GDC and said, like, here's some concepts we were working on?
Wasn't there originally supposed to be some space stuff involved? Because I think they were trying to split 2 IPs, and then the one fell off because there was layoffs, and then they've kind of doubled down on Horizon. I don't remember the original like art and stuff like that.
So at GDC, I remember there was a talk where they said they might do a steampunk game. They might do a werewolf game.
Okay.
They might do... Shit. I can't find it at all. It was like steampunk, werewolves, 2 other things. I think one of them was an open world RPG.
Mm-hmm.
And something else I don't remember. And it was like... And it was really interesting how they came up with the thing. I think it was a GDC talk that one of their developers, or maybe even the guy, Herman Holst, somebody did a talk, and they were like, here's what we did from a development standpoint on our next IP. We said, you guy who does character design. Mm-hmm. Person who answers the phones in the lobby. Like they went to every single person on staff, and they said, pitch your game to us. And they did that until they narrowed it down to like a good handful, and they kept going, and then they started doing concepts for each one, and they got to a certain point, and then they voted. And this is what they ultimately voted on. I believe, I might be wrong about that, but I feel like that was...
They made a great choice, and they executed their choice very well.
Yeah, but werewolves had me all super stoked because I'm a nightmare boy.
Don't roll it out yet. Play The Order.
And that was what was weird, is that they had talked about werewolves, and then The Order happened, which was kind of like...
The Order gets a bad rap because it was $60 fucking. Don't buy it for $60 goddamn dollars. One, I have it physically, so I can let you borrow it.
Sure.
The game is worth a playthrough. If you can find it for $20 or less, I think it's a great experience. For $20 or less. Yes, if you bought it and pre-ordered it at $60, you got fucked badly. But for $20, it is a short game. But once again, $20.
Yeah,
you're in for a good experience. It's it's not going to blow. It's not going to blow any of its competition away. It does its typical third-person tropes. It doesn't do anything new really, but it's definitely interesting. Especially they're trying to set up a world, and they try to. They definitely leave it up for a sequel at the end. So
yeah,
but it was a very pretty game. Very pretty game.
Well, tell me about this PlayStation Plus thing.
Yeah, so I don't remember the developer now. Someone took the little Rocket League approach.
Oh yeah.
And this game is called Disc Jam.
Yeah.
And
High Horse is the name of it.
High Horse, that's right.
Yeah.
So, if you're familiar at all with Windbreakers...
Windjammers.
Windjammers. Why the fuck did I call it Windbreakers? I feel like an idiot now. Windjammers, yeah. This is similar. But from the third-person perspective. Think the camera view of Mario Tennis. And that's this game. Holy shit, Joe.
Yeah?
It's good. Is it Rocket League good? No. But it's good. And it's very quick and arcadey. It's that perfect. It's kind of filling the role of what Rocket League does for me, where like I have an hour to kill or a half an hour to kill. I want to play something quick. Yeah. Oh, I can get 2 games of Rocket League in. This I can get like 6 games of Disc Jam in, and it's rad. You can definitely tell the game was inspired by Rocket League as soon as you hit the press any button.
Yeah.
There's a little panel on the right-hand side with announcements. There's your fucking menu on the left-hand side. That's very similar to the Rocket League menu.
Yeah.
Your character and all of your customizations to said character right there front and center.
Interesting.
Yeah, the menu design very similar. Like you can, as you're finding a match, you can still kind of navigate the menu a little bit.
Interesting.
You can customize things as you're looking for said game. It's
how's the music?
Not as good as Rocket League. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They definitely go for the Rocket League vibe, though. Yeah.
I'm looking now. Apparently, this is the studio. High Horse Entertainment is a studio formed by ex-Activision employees who had previously worked on Tony Hawk, Call of Duty, and Guitar Hero.
Oh, I didn't know that. Good for them.
Yeah.
The game's rad though. Once you get into the game.
Yeah. So what's the gameplay like? You said Windjammers, but for someone who's not familiar with Windjammers,
the best way for me to describe it is it's essentially you're playing Frisbee, but in tennis style. You either want the Frisbee to fall to the ground on the other side of, like, the net, but really, there's no, like, net. You hitting the ball over or throwing the Frisbee over the net is not a factor. It's going to automatically do it for you. But essentially, you want the Frisbee to land on their side, or you want to get it past them into, like, the end zone.
Got it. Okay.
And yeah, but there's all kinds. It sounds very basic, but I highly encourage you to take 15 minutes when you first launch it and play the tutorial. If you play the tutorial, you're already better than 80% of the community already.
Huh.
There's like no ranking system yet, and that's one of his downfalls, in my opinion, of the game. I can't scale myself to anyone, and I looked up the way they're matchmaking. They're matchmaking based on best ping, not like, hey, I've won 20-some games, so I could be facing someone that's won 100 games or like 5 games.
Yeah.
So that's not great, but they're working on it. Yeah, it's a 2-man team here, and
interesting.
Yeah, 2-man team.
Impressive.
And this game, like when you think about it like that, and you play the game's fucking impressive. It's very, what's like the word? Not shallow, but there's not too much there that like Rocket League had at launch. Like there's
so less than Rocket League.
Yeah, there's like only one arena.
They're
going to add more, but at the start there's only like one like arena.
Okay.
There are 4 characters. I found one and I'm doing great with her.
Great.
But evidently if you choose another character, there's slight differences in how they play. So it kind of encourages you to experiment a little bit.
I kind of like that because that was one thing in Rocket League where I like that it, you can universally jump into any car and it's fine, but I also
even Rocket League, they do it without telling you, but the where you can hit the ball at on the car changes with each shape.
Sure. That makes sense. But in terms of like speed, movement,
it's pretty
power,
much the same,
whatever, that doesn't change much. But I like to hear that this is.
I haven't played with another character yet, so I can't tell you how different they are.
And these characters look real, like beefy.
That cover dude is beefy, but there's like another dude. He's like a little bit skinnier. He's like kind of scrawny a little bit. I can't remember the other chick, but then I play as like this taller. I think she's blonde. I don't even remember. I get too caught up in the Frisbees to realize it. But yeah, I play as this like taller, skinny woman. But yeah, you can customize clothes. You can customize like I think voice, like your taunts.
Cool.
It's cool. And then I like Rocket League where you kind of keep playing and you just randomly get a drop here.
Mm-hmm.
As you keep playing, you earn like these coins. And what you do with the coins, there's like a little like. When you pull, what's the machine I'm thinking of? When you like pull on it, it's like a little slot machine kind of thing, but something drops out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
like a little quarter machine.
Yeah, and you get a toy, something like that.
Capsule machine.
So yeah,
a gotcha, as they call them in Japan. Gotcha.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's anyway,
like the Fire Emblem game. You have no idea what you're gonna get. Might get a weird buff dude. Might get a waifu. Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, after you acquire these coins, you can get them by just playing. You get more if you win, less if you lose, but you get them by just playing. And after 1,000, you pull the thing, and you get a new costume, taunt, whatever. And I think it takes like 4 or 5 games to get to 1,000, so you get them quite rapidly. Yeah, the game is rad.
It's behind the back, right?
Yes. I haven't.
2v2?
Singles or doubles.
Ooh.
Yes. They do a real cool thing with the scoring, and it's to encourage short games.
Okay.
So it's this weird rally count up. So if you are like, you could volley forever in this game if you're playing with two excellent players, and I've seen it. However, what they do is the scoring will start at 5, and I should say it like this: you want to get up to 50 points in a set. If you get up to 50 points, you win a set, and then the sets are best 2 out of 3.
Okay,
and then that's how you win the match.
Fair.
And then you decide if you want to play that person again or leave and find a new match. To get to 50, though, each rally starts at 5 points. Okay. However, every time the Frisbee is caught by the opposing player, it ticks up 1. And it keeps ticking. And if you keep playing, it keeps ticking. I've gone up to a 22-point rally before. And holy shit, what a momentum changer a 22-point rally can be in a race to 50.
And you're only playing online against strangers. Nice.
I don't know if the community is still learning. Kind of like it's kind of like that Rocket League feeling all over again, where no one knew how to play the game, and everyone was kind of bad to start off with.
That's cool.
You better hop on the train now, though, if you want to experience that.
All right.
People are getting better by the hour.
I mean, by the time we're recording this, we're almost a week out after release. So yeah.
But and
it's the free PlayStation Plus game, so like,
and
we know how that works.
Just like Rocket League,
yeah,
there were server issues.
Oh, got it.
Yeah,
makes sense.
There's we're already on version 1.06. If that means anything to you.
Wow.
Yeah. Huh. That dropped late last night.
That's good though.
Yeah. I haven't ran into too many server issues. Every once in a while, it takes me a couple times to get back online after a match. But nothing too bad. I did not play Tuesday night though. I did not play Wednesday. The first time I played it was actually Friday night. Okay. Did one of those things. I was playing Horizon, and it was like 11:30. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done the one story mission I set out to do after 3 hours of playing.
But I have more I have more gaming in me.
And I was like, I'm ready for bed. Oh, this jam download. Let me play that. 1:30 later, Were
you expecting it to be this great?
Not really. I really didn't look at any gameplay. You guys kind of put it more on my radar than anything else. But I started playing it, and it really immediately scratched that Rocket League itch again. It's just very fast, short games. Right now, like I said, everyone's experiencing that. We're all going to learn together and figure out best strategies. Yeah. And as someone who had played tennis in high school, I know like position is a big part of something like this. Yeah. So I know how to position my character, and that's why I think I'm really good comparatively right now. Because I think I've only lost like 6 matches, and I've had to play at least 30. So I don't know. It's a lot of fun. The mechanics and throwing the Frisbee and the different methods, strategizing of like, I'm going to put you all the way in the back right corner, and then once I catch the Frisbee again, if you don't position yourself correctly, I'm going to do like a little drop shot top left. Right. And you're not going to get there in time. It's really cool, and there's a nice little like sliding mechanic that lets you save things that might be just out of reach. Nice. It's really good.
We got to play it. We should record a video for the site.
I will make sure we do that.
I want to try it out. I downloaded it, but I haven't touched it yet because Zelda.
But yeah, it is not as well polished as Rocket League. You can kind of feel that, but it's still very sound mechanically. It needs a few more features, like especially that ranked mode. That's what I'm kind of craving right now because I want to see how good I really am.
Do you think this is going to be a thing you're going to talk about it in December the same way you were talking about Rocket League in 2015? Yes, I can tell by the way.
It needs the features that I want.
Yeah.
Rocket League was fun. It was so much fun to just kind of play that again. Yeah. But as someone who plays ranked on Rocket League so much, I already know I love this jam game. I want what I want to play now. Like I said, I want to know exactly how good I am.
You feel like this is a demo or a beta or whatever the fuck, but you're ready for the real game.
But yeah, I've already joined the subreddit. I'm already looking at different strategies. I'm already reading what the developers are thinking next. Ranked mode is coming. I just don't know what the time frame is. It might be Rocket League all over again.
Shit. All right, I'm excited to see how this shakes out. I want to go hands on.
It's fun. It really is fun.
Yeah. Rad.
Joe, did you play anything else this week besides Zelda?
I did. I would talk a little bit more about Zelda maybe. But I also beat a game called Shovel Knight.
Oh,
Specter of
Torment. You beat the first one again? Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Zelda. Well, I don't know if I have much more to say about Zelda. That is not giving anything away.
Yeah.
I don't know. I finally hit a couple of shrines where I had to leave them because I just couldn't figure it out. Well, one I couldn't figure out, and there's 2 so far where I am not strong enough to beat the thing inside. Because there's a couple where they're called a test of strength.
Yeah, I ran
I think there's a couple where they're just called like a minor test of strength. I've hit a few where it's a major test of strength, and I've gotten all the way to the very end of this major test of strength, and like just no. And then patience levels drop, and I'm like, I'm not gonna fuck with this yet. I'm gonna wait till I get a little bit better gear, a little bit more hearts, and I keep going. But yeah, I don't know. I can't remember if last week if I had hit the point, the cool thing. Did I talk about that at all?
If you have, I don't remember if it was just to me. Yeah. I will say this game did something that I didn't expect it to, and it had this nice like cinematic action sequence.
Yeah.
Getting into a certain dungeon that I wasn't expecting.
Oh, yeah.
That was really cool.
They're all really cool.
So I'm assuming they all have that kind of moment getting into it because they all have that you can't get near it until you do something.
Right. The second one that I did was my least favorite so far.
Where are you at?
So the 4 temples are
scattered, yeah.
Scattered. You've got the one that's with the Zora, the one with the Gorons, the one with the Gerudo, and the one with the Rito. The Rito are the birds, I think, from Skyward Sword. I'm not too familiar with the Rito lore. The Goron one was my least favorite.
Okay, that I have not found that one yet. I found the one in Gerudo. Yeah,
that one is fucking cool.
Okay,
that one is really fucking cool.
He's like in a sandstorm.
Yeah,
I'm sure that plays into it.
Yeah, that one's. So have you done any? Never mind.
Okay.
Have you done shield sledding yet?
Not much.
Cool.
I'm sure I'll learn it.
That's a fun mechanic. There's something even cooler in the desert. Have you ridden a horse yet?
I have a little bit.
Okay, so you can ride horses. When you get to the desert,
you can ride. Yeah.
There's no horses. There's something else out there.
Yeah, I know. But
yeah.
I've seen them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen how you ride them?
I haven't.
Great.
Got on one yet.
Not saying anything.
Perfect.
Get back to that desert.
I need to clear up my dungeon I'm in currently.
Yes.
I have to say though that entering that dungeon is the Torah.
God, I'm not gonna remember any of the names.
I have to be careful because the Nora are in Horizon.
Right. Zora. Right. Zora. But I don't know the name of the fucking like the.
Oh no! I'm saying, beast. But like that one in that area over there.
Yeah.
It had the bow and arrow moment, and I was like, I'm fucking playing Horizon.
Yeah. It gets all fucked up. How far are you in that temple?
I haven't played it since I got in.
You just got in, stopped.
I got in. I got the map.
Got it.
And then I stopped, and I was like, I don't have time. I need to. This is a time investment, and I haven't really gone back to it since. Surprisingly, I don't know how it. Haven't.
I think the Gerudo one I've only done those 3, but the Gerudo one in the giraffe has been the most head scratching. The elephant, the one at the Zora, was the first one I did, and I was kind of just like, what the fuck? And I realized that I was fucking stupid and just doing something. Like, I completely missed one of those eyes you have to shoot to get rid of the...
Was it the one we were talking about?
Yeah. Like, that part, like, set me off way too long. But once I realized that, it made the second one easier. But now this third one, there's a lot of electricity stuff. So over on the desert side of the map, a lot of electricity stuff, a lot of electricity puzzles where you have to line up certain things to make sure that current is running through in order to activate different doors.
Those shrines are fun.
They're really fun, but when you get inside the dungeon, it's just like... and yeah, it was...
I forget how I stumbled across that because I don't know. I was just
you just wander in this game. That's exactly what happens. That's all it is.
And I found desert, and I found a little oasis kind of thing. Oh, over there is a town. Yeah. You're not allowed in, but there's a town. I went over. Enough, didn't get in.
Oh wait, did you go up to the gate of the Gerudo town? Yeah. Where it's just ladies, and they're like, "You're a guy, you can't come in here."
And then one came over to try to flirt with me. I was like, "Nah, no thanks."
Yeah, Did you see my tweet of my outfit?
No.
Pull it up real quick. Because there's a way you get into that town.
I'm assuming it's a very Final Fantasy VII-esque moment.
In a way.
Not as weird and creepy, though.
Let me see. Did I? Yeah, I tweeted it.
Remember what I said before these games came out? I said, Final Fantasy, that's going to get pushed to the wayside. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yep.
What the fuck is that?
That was someone's response to me putting on these clothes. They were very excited that I put them on. Yeah, so, Link just goes and finds things that look like he would fit in with the Gerudo.
Oh my god, I just thought of this. You got I'm really going to be confused with names. You got the Northern Horizon, you got the Zora and
Zelda.
And then you got she's probably not in this Mass Effect game, but Tali.
Oh, right.
Von something. Yeah. Great. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait for when Game of the Year comes around. I don't remember any of these names.
It'll be fun. Zelda's just really good. Like it just doesn't stop. I don't know, just all the weird little things you discover and learn and pick up along the way, and so good.
Scopes are so big.
Yeah.
There's something about that scope that just makes me want to wander without checking off checkboxes.
Yeah, and what's really cool is I wasn't doing this early on when the map was still huge but still smaller. But now I've started to do it where I might peek out some shrines so that I just go and mark them on them. I was always doing the little click in the right stick, do the look thing, and then drop a pin. But now I've been converting a lot of those pins to stamps. Instead of keeping just those beams of light in the air, I'm kind of stamping things and saying that's a shrine. This is a base camp for Macablins. This is probably some sort of treasure. You know what I mean? I'm marking things, and then when I have nothing to do or when I hit a wall in the thing, or I got to the end of that Gerudo temple, and the boss in that one is a motherfucker, just way too fast and way too strong. And I probably could have done it, but my patience wasn't there. I was going into it with a different mindset, and I was like, nope, I'm not here right now. I can't do this. So then it was well, I don't want to stop. Let me jump out of here. I can go wander the whatever.
Yeah.
Pick up those little stamps I made. Zelda's very good. I will continue to play Zelda. But in continuing to play things, I continue to play Shovel Knight, Specter of Torment, and I completed Shovel Knight, Specter of Torment. It might be my favorite of them. Now, obviously, you can't get to Specter of Torment without at least the core Shovel Knight, but probably Plague Knight as well. And this one acts as a prologue to Shovel Knight, so you kind of, Shovel Knight is all about him going through to defeat the Order of No Quarter, to stop the evil Enchantress and save Shield Knight. This is about Specter Knight working under Enchantress to assemble the Order of No Quarter to stop the whatever. Really good. He moves so well. The music is just weird, dark, creepy. It's so Castlevania-esque in a way. And there's still all of these reminiscent tones and melodies from the original pieces, just like there was in Plague Knight, but I feel like this one's more, I don't know, there's something more to this.
A little more attention to detail, you think?
I don't know. It just, this one just has this extra little bit of flavor. I did not like Plague Knight. I liked Plague Knight a lot, but Plague Knight very much felt like what they set out to do when they advertised this as part of their Kickstarter, where they were like, hey, we're going to make, you're going to be able to replay the game with a different character.
It felt like some kind of expansion where it's more of the game, but it's different, and it's not that it's not satisfactory, but it's less satisfying than the main quest.
Yeah, and what they did was great, because they said, hey, you're going to be able to replay the game with a different character, with 4 different characters, or 3. And the first one they did, Plague Knight, they did that, and through development, they realized you can't just throw Plague Knight into here because it kind of breaks the game. So we need to redesign some of these levels and change things up. And they took it a little bit further and added his own backstory, and that was really, really cool. However, it still was Shovel Knight 1.5. It was a remix with a different character. Amazing, but still mostly the same. Specter of Torment is Shovel Knight 2. It is a brand new game. There is nothing recycled save for a few enemy sprites. Everything is different, and it feels really, really good. And like all the little things, like I can't remember if it was while we were playing, because we have a video up on the site of us playing, and I don't remember if it was there or on last week's podcast, but Mark had asked about the sheet music, or not the sheet music, but he asked about the Triple King. There's this big apple fish.
I'm pretty sure he asked about it on the
video.
On the video, yeah.
Because there's in the old game, but in Shovel Knight and Plague of Shadows, you're moving across a world map, Super Mario Brothers 3 style, and one of the little chunks on the map is something called the Triple Pond. You go there and there's this giant like fish whale made of an apple, and he teaches Shovel Knight how to dance or whatever. Yeah. It's just a silly side thing, and Mark was like, "Oh, where's that?" It's not there, kind of, but there's another thing about dancing. Like, there's little things peppered in that, like, they still pay tribute and homage to the first game and the second one even, but just different, better in so many different ways. I don't know. I don't know what else I can say that's not, like, it's just really, really good.
Yeah.
I can, just like the other one, I will keep going back to it.
How long is it?
I think it took me a little over 4 hours.
How long is the main game?
You could
about it.
Probably do that one in... I will say my first playthrough of Shovel Knight, the very first raw, was about 8 to 10 hours.
Okay.
I can get through that game now in about 3 or 4, if not less, just because I know it so fucking well now. There's a feat in this game for completing Specter of Torment in under an hour and a half, which... seems impressive.
I think that seems doable, though.
Yeah, you could probably do it. You'd have to rush through, know your way through everything, and whatever. Not go after any of the secrets, probably, but pretty good. Really, really, really good. So that I will have I will have a review up on the site at some point this week. Highly recommended. If you have a Switch, buy it. If you don't, next month it'll be out on everything else. Buy it there.
Or just you'll receive it in some cases.
Right, yeah. If you already have Shovel Knight, it's coming for free as part of that original purchase. So get it or play it.
Maybe I might have a few reviews coming up on the site.
Yeah, we should be kicking in. We've got that.
We finally started playing new things. That's what's happened.
Yeah, exactly. I'll have that up this week for sure. You'll have Horizon soon. We got Zelda coming down the pipeline.
I'll probably do this jam.
Disc Jam.
I'll probably do it, yeah. I'm just going to spend enough time with it to do it.
Yeah. I will have, what do you call it? Might do a fast racing. And I realize I keep calling it fast racing RMX. It's just fast RMX, which is...
whatever. That's fine.
Dumb name, but that game's really good, too.
Remember, My Name is Mayo is a game where you tap on a mayo jar for a platinum trophy, so you're fine.
You are not wrong.
That's fine.
Yeah. I want to say that's everything I played, Shovel Knight and Zelda. Outside of a couple random races in Fast RMX, which are also Fast RMX, good sequel, remake, follow-up to Fast Racing Neo on Wii U. Digital Foundry, if anyone is interested in being weird, like me, Digital Foundry did a really, really cool analysis video, as they do with like every fucking thing ever. They just rip everything apart and look at resolution and frame rate and all that. Now, I'm not somebody who like really gives a shit about that stuff, but I find it fascinating, like, to look like, it doesn't bother me if I see like Zelda has plenty of frame rate drops, but I'm never like, dear fucking Nintendo. I'm not gonna.
I mean, it depends how bad it dips. If it dips, I notice it, but like
right.
If it dips from like 30 to 20, I'm not going to complain. But if I can't
if it drops
move,
to 5 and stays at 5 consistently, fine.
Yeah,
it's broken. However, first-person
shooters, I have the issue with inconsistent frame rates because aiming so precise in those types of
games.
That
makes sense.
Especially Rainbow Six.
That makes sense. But this one, the fact that it's locked at 60, and they kind of talk about that and how. Because one thing when I remember Mark and I were like really craving that F-Zero itch. We wanted to scratch that itch rather. So I grabbed the one on Wii U and we played it for a night and not even a full night. Like, we were super stoked. Like, I was like, dude, I'm going to buy it. Come over, play it. It's going to be great. We played, like, 2 cups, and we were like, there's just a lot of, and it's funny because in the Digital Foundry video, they talk about why it looked the way it did, but there's a lot of, like, rough edges, literally, on textures and objects and backgrounds. I don't know. And this one has none of that. Like, this one is, like...
It's cool it's getting a second chance, and it's cool it made the launch window because...
Yeah.
Because if it came after Mario Kart, it didn't have a shot, I don't think.
Yeah, no. It would have been, like, a cool thing to play maybe when it went on sale. You'd grab it, but no, it's good. Other than that, that's it. I keep wandering into stores to try and find a case for my Switch, but...
No avail. Nah, I don't think I need one.
I want to buy that book bag. The official, like, Nintendo book bag.
That's cool, but I already haul around my computer everywhere, so...
Yeah, you're set with that.
There's actually a little pocket in that front that's, like, the main big pocket.
Yeah.
It actually fits well in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the perfect fit, but it works well. There's a pocket to separate from the rest of the stuff. I don't feel like my screen's going to get scratched in that little pocket. I think my dock will do it before my... Yeah.
I'm also, bag. Like, now that I have a car, I come home for lunch, so I don't need to take anything to work.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's a little saddening.
I know, I'm sorry. But it's so nice to come home, hang out with the dogs. Yeah, I don't have to, like, make lunch in the morning.
I would do that, too.
Yeah.
I would do that. Come home, play Horizon or Disc Jam.
I haven't played anything yet. I usually come home, I make a sandwich, I put on a podcast on the TV, watch 5 minutes of it, and then go, fuck, I gotta go.
Can we talk about, real fast, how much I fucking want Disc Jam and Rocket League on the Switch so I can just play it at work?
You think they'll come? Rocket League.
Please.
Is Rocket League announced to come, or?
I don't know, but please, if you're listening, the developers of these games, please bring it to Switch.
It'd be really good.
You can make it $50. I'll buy it each one.
My God. Can you imagine Rocket League on the Switch with
6 switches?
Little Nintendo flags? Like all the little like bullshit they could pepper in.
I'm thinking of the local multiplayer, how
that
if everyone has a Switch, you don't have to do the split screen bullshit.
Oh my God. It'd be so good. All right. Dear Psyonix, please. Yeah, I want stuff like that on Switch. Like, I don't know.
Once you play this jam, you can see how like it does the Rocket League thing and how it'll fit on a Switch.
I'm excited to play it. Yeah, we got to record that. I don't know, Matt. I think that's everything. Like, there wasn't a lot of news this week, so show and tell is not necessarily a thing.
No.
Zelda, Horizon are the big two. Nier came out this week. However, I spent a lot of money the week before.
Amazon happened.
Yeah. So I haven't grabbed Nier yet, which is a shame because I really want that game. But
it's going to be played. I'm not too concerned about that. I think we'll play it.
Yeah, we'll get it.
It's just finances, not too much of a big deal for me. Although I did screw something up with my paycheck this week at work.
Yeah.
We won't get into details of that. But yeah, it's just a crowd of March. And I've said this in January, said it in February.
Yeah.
Now we're in March, and I'm still saying it's crowded.
It'll be. I should probably be through Zelda before the end of the month. April, we really don't have anything until Mario Kart. So that might be a good time for Nier.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I say there's going to be this nice little gap, I think, between E3 and Crash Bandicoot, where I can sneak something in there.
Yeah, potentially. Unless that's when the Virtual Console hits and we get Mother 3, because that's going to be required playing for the free cheese.
So in that little spot between E3 and Crash,
June 30th. Yeah, that'll be region.
And then after Crash, there's a little lull, and then newly announced Shadow War comes out, and I'll probably be all over that.
Yeah,
that's August 22nd.
August something or other.
Yeah. So July. I got July.
Yeah,
4th of July.
Yep, that's the one.
That's when I'll play it.
That is the one. Well, that's going to do it for episode 188 of the Free Cheese Podcast. For more of the Free Cheese, go subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, find us on YouTube. You can listen to the podcast there if you want to. You don't have to, but if that's your thing, you can do it. You can and should follow us on Twitter. The Free Cheese is at Some Free Cheese. Matt is at MattyIce131. I am at The Free Cheese. Coming up this week on thefreecheese.com.
Not on the Free Cheese.
Oh.
Worth mentioning, NCAA basketball tournament, the greatest week in sports. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Go Maryland. Totally forgot about it. Selection Sunday just happened.
Is UMBC in that?
Unless they won their conference. I don't know.
They're not. I'm just joking.
Unless they won their conference. Do you know they won their conference?
I don't know, but UMBC's Division 3. They're not.
Are they Division 3?
Yeah.
Everyone's Division 1, I feel like, in basketball, though.
Not UMBC.
Are you sure?
I promise you, they are bottom of the fucking barrel. You know what they're Division 1 in? Chess.
Good for them.
Yeah. The real sport. So, yeah, sure. NCAA, what was it? Did you say selection week?
Today was Selection Sunday to make the big bracket that everyone fills out as a bracket challenge.
Oh, is that why Order Up sent me a thing that says, working up a craving while you're filling out your favorite bracket?
Yep.
Stupid dick.
Yep, I'm doing a little bracket challenge at work.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. How many monies?
$10 per bracket. Nice. And you can submit up to 3 brackets. Up your chances. Get more money in the pool. That's my way to seem smart.
Yeah, that's good. It's very good. And the winner gets lots of money.
Yeah.
So there's that also. Sure. But yeah, on the website this week, we will have review of Shovel Knight for sure. I can
Bro, they're Division 1, by the way. In basketball.
They?
Yeah, told you.
Well, shit's changed, I guess.
No, they've been probably, I think, Division 1 for a while.
Nope, shit's changed. Shit's changed. Shovel Knight review this week. Wednesday we'll have a retro spotlight on Gokuju Parodius. Super fun, very, very fun little retro spotlight playthrough video. Tuesday, chapter 5 of Injustice. And then some point this week we'll have a little video of Disc Jam because we got to play that. Yeah. I want to get my hands on that. I think it's going to do it.
You don't expect Horizon this week. Nah. I think next week. I got a decent schedule the following week.
We got plenty of time.
I know, but if you're looking out for it,
yeah,
it's on the horizon, as one might say.
You would say that. Somebody had to fill in for Mark. Very good. Freecheese.com. That's where everything is. That's where everything lives and dies and breathes and is and should be. That's it. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
Thanks, listener. Thanks, Cheese. Thanks, John Goodman. Always thanks. What more do you need? I really wish he were not my dad. I don't want to replace my dad.
You think he would come on our show?
John Goodman?
Yeah, let's tweet him.
I'll give him a shout. I just want to spend like an afternoon with him.
John Goodwin and Owen Wilson. Come on, we can do it.
Like I just want to go mini golfing with John Goodman.
Yeah, I just want to say like, wow.
Just go mini golfing and like have a soft pretzel, and just ask him about finance, like John Goodman.
Finance,
whatever.
Of all the things, ask John Goodman. Finance.
Like you just want to get like fatherly advice from him, like Johnny.
That's not finance.
Just tell me about credit cards. Tell me what you know. Tell me the secrets to credit cards, John Goodman. Tell me all those things. That's what I want to know. Tell me what you do in a hard time. Tell me what you do.
Does John Goodman have a hard time?
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe he doesn't have to because he's John Goodman.
I think he's doing well. I'm sure there's moments where he's stressed, but I think overall he's a very happy man.
That's true. I want to know if he knows the Green Lantern oath by heart. So few men do. Does that good man does? No. Will he know? And you don't know it?
No, I don't know it.
Well, that's my goal by the end of this Injustice playthrough. You have to master that and memorize it. Cool. Well, we'll be back next week with another episode of the Free Cheese Podcast. Till then, play games.
Yeah.
And Switch. Great outro. Thanks, Matt.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Bye.